Brad Biggs and Dan Wiederer here in the owner's suite that the McCaskies used to watch the team's 13-9 loss this afternoon at TCF Bank Stadium to the Vikings. 5-11 season. The Bears lost for the 8th time in 10 games, their 5th straight defeat, and we have to believe that this will lead to significant change as soon as Monday morning at House Hall.
Yeah, it was the same old Bears today. A lot of penalties on offense, an inability to move the ball, 9 possessions, no touchdowns. I think as a team they had 8 penalties. Most of those came on offense. They continued to shoot themselves in the foot. 3 penalties on the final drive. If you wanted a microcosm of the season, it's the season ending with a drive that produced 1 first down and 3 penalties with the ball in Jay Cutler's hand and a chance to win with a touchdown.
Yeah, Mark Trestman said that he expects to remain as coach of the Chicago Bears, although
it's not in his hands.
Yeah, it's not in his hands, and there's no other way for him to approach it. That's the way he has to look at it. What's next for him, he said, is an 11 a.m. meeting with the players Monday. It's yet to be seen if he'll get that far,
right,
if they'll make a move before that. The status of general manager Phil Emery seems to be a question that the McCaskies will have to answer as well.
Yeah, and Mark Trestman said after the game today that he believes he has the expertise and the insight to make the fixes that this team needs to get back on the right track. In the same breath, he also mentioned how much they regressed as a coaching staff, as an offense, as a head coach. He even admitted the regression there. And so much mounting evidence against him, showing that this team is not pointed in the right direction. It seems hard to believe that he'll still be in that post come Tuesday. Obviously, we'll wait for the answers, but it's hard to avoid, as you mentioned earlier, 8 losses in 10 games and no signs of progress.
Right. So a last place finish in the NFC North for the Bears. They will have the 7th overall pick in the NFL draft when that comes around in the spring, and that's going to mark the first time the Bears have been in the top 10 in the draft since 2005 when they selected Cedric Benson. So they've gone an awful long time without having a high draft pick. They've got one now. They've got to make some big changes. We'll see what lies ahead.
Yeah, and they get the benefit also of the last place schedule. They'll have dates with the Redskins and the Bucs next year. We know that. That's a very, very small silver lining on a season that ends like this. And obviously we're all just anticipating what's ahead and the tension that exists with the changes that are forthcoming.
Stay with us at ChicagoTribune.com all week. We're expecting a lot of news.